time to kick it old school. So you can feel cool. Give it to me, baby. Baby. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? 2021 is here. A lot of stuff happening.
Outrageous Fun. Season 3.
What's up, everybody?
What up? What up?
Wait,
What up? What
is my
up?
microphone on? Off? No, it's on. It was.
I would just like to say that today is the end of an era, not error.
Maybe
era.
that too.
Joe's apartment.
Yeah.
End of an era, bro. Tonight
Yeah.
I will not be sleeping at your apartment. Next week I'm gonna be sleeping on the beach, bitch.
Damn right. Let's
Let's
go.
fucking go. Joe's moving to the beach.
Big upgrade, bro.
Huge upgrade.
I'm in like MILF country right now, and I'm moving to like fun times country.
You're in MILF turn GILF country.
Yeah, I'm like tail end of the MILF train.
Yeah.
Heading towards grandchildren age.
Yeah.
Most of them.
That's the town
Yeah.
you live in.
Yeah.
For
I've lived
4
there
years.
for 4 years.
You've never lived in a place, dude, ever, with young people around.
Ever.
You love living in this, like, in apartment complexes with families.
Yeah, I lived
It's
in
your
like
favorite thing to do.
It's like my favorite thing. Garden apartments with children. Like young kids
You
and
love
parents.
garden apartments.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
What, you don't like that?
And now you're living in a sweet spot. How far away
At the
from
ripe
the beach?
age of 31 years. No. I'm on the beach.
How far away?
20 feet.
What?
More than that. 100 feet.
Are you in the West End?
No, I'm like in the middle. I'm like right where I want to be. Like I'm on the boardwalk. So I'm not east,
Yeah.
but I'm not west.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's money.
That feels
Money
fine.
spot. I'm pumped.
You got
Long
a little
Beach,
bit
bro.
of an easier commute going to the highway.
Totally. The commute's that drive is beautiful.
I told you.
Ocean Parkway?
I basically made you move to Long Beach. I'm
You
gonna take
did.
credit
You
for
did.
that.
But honestly, I was
No, I made you do it.
You tried to get me to move there before I moved to Roslyn.
Yeah.
Matt wouldn't do
fucking
it.
4 years ago.
Matt wouldn't do it. Yeah, Matt left me so hard this week.
How was the goodbye?
the goodbye? So
Did you guys get emotional? Matt's a very soft, can be soft, but
Yeah.
mostly not.
yeah, he's like a
This is
I
Joe's
don't know
roommate.
what's rugged on the out. He's like an egg. He's got a really hard shell, but once you get in there, he's mush.
He's Shrek.
Right, Shrek's an onion.
He's an onion.
He's got layers. He's got layers, but the middle layers are gooey. So is Shrek. Gooey as fuck.
Yeah.
But no, the goodbye was good. It was we watched a sweet rom-com the night
Nice.
before, which was
Yeah.
nice. But then in the morning, I helped him move his shit out of the apartment for like hours.
Mm-hmm.
At like 7 in the morning, his dad came over, his girlfriend was there, we're like taking shit apart, carrying it to the U-Haul. He leaves. And then it's just me alone in the apartment, just taking apart my own shit for 6 hours,
No one
completely
helps
alone,
you.
nobody helping me. He bailed on me.
That's
He
a
took the
classic
salt
Matt
shaker.
move.
He took the salt shaker.
This is also a classic.
Took
Matt
all the
move.
fucking forks and knives. He left me one fork though to eat with. One fork and a bowl. I have.
You can't. You're not telling me that he's bringing those forks and knives to his new apartment with his brand new fiance.
That's what I said.
They're
I was like,
using
bro,
those
you're
gross ass Roslyn fucking
you're-
nasty ass forks.
you're using bachelor pad forks.
Yeah.
What are you?
All the
nuts?
things in your apartment are certified disgusting.
Yeah, they're
You're gonna lose your
tarnished.
security deposit just because they're not gonna be able to revive the refrigerator.
I actually got hands and knees, scrubbed the refrigerator yesterday. It's spotless.
Really,
Yep.
dude?
I'm
There
not-
was ketchup there from 2016 crusted onto the shelves.
Yeah, there was. You know what will motivate you to clean a fridge? Needing your security deposit.
Yeah.
Like, I need my security deposit right now, dude.
Yeah.
I was patching up the walls and shit. I was putting, like, toothpaste in holes from nails and shit. I was like, this is not today, bitch.
Did you learn that on like some do-it-yourself website?
No, I was just had nothing else but toothpaste.
That's actually pretty crafty.
You know.
I'm surprised you got the catch-all off. More surprised that Matt. I mean, she can't be down with that. I mean,
I can't believe
now
he
I'm
took
judging
one.
hard, but
I can't believe he took one thing.
like his
He took everything to the new place, except for his bedroom furniture. He took everything. I was like, bro, throw it out. Get new shit. You're in a new start, man. You're moving in with your fiance. You're a grown up.
You're a
bro.
fancy boy now.
Yeah, he's taking I couldn't believe the shit he was taking. He took the salt shaker. I don't know. He denies it. He's like, no, I don't know where it is, bro. There's no salt in the apartment, so I don't know.
He's lying to you about it.
It was my pink Himalayan salt. I was like, bitch, that's my salt.
You love Himalayan.
He also,
You
I'm
love
calling
Himalayan
him out.
salt.
I love Himalayan salt.
Especially
I'm also going to
rock
call
forms.
him out for this. He brought, when we moved into the apartment, he brought a garbage pail. It's a brown, you've seen it. It's this brown, like tan, disgusting garbage pail. The latch is like broken. You got to manually like take it off with your hands, and it has shit all over it. And we ended up using it as like a recycling bin, but only because I went to Bed Bath & Beyond and bought a brand new garbage pail because I was like, I can't look at this anymore. Like, he went away for a couple months. I was like, I need a new garbage pail. So we're packing up his shit. He goes, yo, I hope it's cool. Like, I'm going to take the garbage pail because, like, I paid for it. So, and I was just like, wait. I was like, you can have the, because our new garbage pail is gross too. I was like, you can definitely have our disgusting garbage pail, but I bought that shit. Like, the fuck are you talking about?
Let's set the record straight here, bruh.
Like, don't lie about the nasty garbage pail, you know? Like,
Yeah.
it was $11, so, like, you could probably splurge a little bit on your new apartment. Who takes the garbage pail? You yawned twice in, like, 11 seconds.
I'm a little tired,
That's okay.
but sorry. It's just gonna happen. I still got the energy. This
You look
fucking
like you
garbage
got the
pail.
energy.
Who takes a garbage pail?
I don't know, man.
Bullshit, I
Get
say.
angry like me.
It's bullshit.
It is bullshit.
You took the salt shaker? How's my boy? He's
hope
gonna be
he's-
single. He needs that salt.
I need that
Cook
shit.
some meals.
I hope he's listening. He usually comments on our feed, but nah.
What's coming to your apartment? I have a couple questions, okay?
talk to me.
I'm going to tell you things that you should leave.
Mm-hmm.
The Jaguar eyes, gone. I don't know what fucking compelled you to buy that originally.
It's funny that you...
And I never noticed that till I made that video.
Mm-hmm.
I never noticed that. And like in the video, I'm just like, these Jaguar eyes. And I like am realizing it in real time in that video. What compelled you to buy those?
I didn't buy that. That was from my
was a gift?
childhood bedroom when I was young. I loved animals, and my
that's
mom
actually
bought
kinda
that
cool.
for me. So I brought that over because I liked it. Thanks for shitting on it, though.
Well,
Thanks
it is-
for, you know.
That's
yeah.
like when you're like, you make a mom joke and someone's like, my mom's dead. And you're like, I
Slightly-
didn't fucking know it was from your childhood, dick.
It's mom's dead, and then Jaguar eyes right underneath it. Like, right there. It's the same,
It's
basically the same thing.
It's the same logic.
Yeah.
All right, fine. That's
so,
kind
yeah,
of cool.
fuck you.
How about your Himalayan salt rock? Burn that shit,
Oh, that's
bitch.
been gone.
Thank
That
God.
shit been gone. I think I'm gonna put the Jaguar eyes not in my bedroom though. I'm just gonna put them like in the
Yeah?
hallway or something on the way to the bathroom, somewhere weird. I don't know. Art's cool.
Art's cool, yeah.
You know,
I like that it's from your childhood.
It's like the only thing from my childhood that's in my apartment.
Maybe come here and get some like Yankee shit.
I'm gonna get some Yankee shit. I'm gonna from my apartment. That's pretty much all that's coming.
I think you need
Sabrina's giving me her couch.
I think you need like this last apartment was very, very dirty. Like right.
Wow.
Dirty
It was.
It was.
It was gross.
It's like dirty boys right after college.
For sure.
And that worked, except like I feel like the last like year we really like grew up.
Yeah.
And
Well, I also
and
started buying shit for the apartment in the last year.
Yeah, you really
still
you
didn't
tried to
help that
turn a
much.
leaf. You
Didn't
tried to
help
turn it. You need a fresh start.
I do. I
You
do.
need new
This
stuff.
is gonna be a nice place.
It's
guys.
gotta be nice.
This is not a place for you to bring your whores. Okay. This is a place for you to come and like read a book and like have some coffee and chill out and like have a good time.
We're gonna record on Mondays, and I'm gonna postpone my home care days on Tuesdays to like 2:00 and just
Hell
fucking
yeah.
stay at your apartment
And just
all
chill
day.
on the beach, dude.
Yeah.
All summer, the beach.
How you doing? Tuesday beach days for your boy.
Oh my goodness,
It's
I
gonna be
can't wait.
sick.
I can't wait. I
gonna
can't
be
wait
fucking
to
great.
call out of work all the time. That's all
it.
that's coming to my apartment though. All new shit. Everything's new.
Nice.
Yeah. The bunny is my big.
You
gotta get rid of the
the bunny. At Liv Prince said it's a red flag.
Yeah, yo.
And we love Liv Prince. She
Liv,
said it was
I'm
a
looking
red
at you.
flag. I'm
That's-
looking at you too. I kind of agree. I've gone into
Wait.
listen. I've gone into Joe's apartment before, people, and it smells like a barn. Yeah. And that's not Long Beach Joe.
No, it's
Long Beach Joe doesn't have a smelly barn apartment.
No, Long Beach Joe's apartment smells like the beach.
It smells like the beach. It's like you have
salty
like
breeze.
Salty breeze, like a cool. There's a coolness.
There's
in the
definitely
room.
like a brisk air,
A brisk.
a crisp air, if you will.
Some lemons.
Yeah, sea breeze.
I do not
lemons smells nice.
like
maybe
donkeys.
coconut. Yeah, no more round little poops all over the place.
No more hay.
We out. No
Got
more
hay.
hay. Yeah. Who does anybody want a bunny? She's adorable.
She is adorable.
Good homes only, obviously. Background check will occur.
Yeah.
But if you pass the background check, you can have that bunny for free.
No abusers.
Can you abuse a bunny? Don't even answer
Absolutely.
the question. Don't answer the question. Gross. Gross. Yeah. So it's definitely a fresh start.
And if no one buys her by Friday, we're gonna cook her.
Oh my God, yeah, no, my grandma has wanted to cook her for so long.
I didn't realize Italians love eating bunnies.
Yeah, dude, I told Dylan today that Italians love to eat rabbit, and he freaked out.
Didn't see it coming.
He's not ready for that
Didn't see
shit.
it coming.
Yeah, they do. It's delicious. Tastes like chicken.
I don't doubt it.
Like everything tastes like chicken, but it's like good chicken.
Got it.
Is that fucked up that I think?
Is
my
it
pet's
gamey?
delicious? Not at all.
Really?
I mean, maybe a little bit, but like it's.
You know what
good.
your pet tastes like.
I do. Isn't
That's
that
weird.
fucked up?
It means two things. We either got to eat her or you got to sell her before we eat her.
I think I'm just gonna give her to somebody. Yeah, sell her.
Sell her. Don't have to sell her.
But if we can't,
Pay someone, for God's sakes, to take the thing.
I would pay some. I will pay somebody to take her if I have to.
Yeah.
I will.
Sweet.
Yeah. All right. Pumped about that.
Pump for your move.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
End of an era.
Love you,
moving on
Matt.
up.
Even though you took the salt. All right.
Our baby boy's face is fucked up.
Your comment was hysterical on our
baby boy-
Instagram. So Zac Efron ruined his face, and
Ruined
Dylan's
his face.
comment was, "We gotta go our own way." That shit was hilarious. I was singing the song the whole fucking day after I read that.
go my own way.
Oh man.
What about us? What about everything we've been through? What about trust?
That's that note. Yeah, dude. What? First of all, of anybody to fuck up their face,
Zac Efron didn't see it coming.
he had the perfect face.
But also, like, I think he had coke problems.
Okay.
He was like, he got stupid jacked
Yeah.
for Neighbors. And I'm like, only someone with like some mental problems could get that jacked.
And a cocaine addiction.
And a cocaine addiction.
Yeah, he was shredded.
He was just doing
6%
coke
body
and
fat.
eating fucking chicken for 9 months straight. Oh. He was trying to get on the Rocks level.
Didn't he say when
And he like
filmed-
succeeded.
He did kind of succeed. Didn't he say when he was filming that awkward moment, like, because that whole cast was so young and fun,
No,
like
it
they were
was
just
Neighbors.
railing below? Oh, it was Neighbors. It was Neighbors. You're right.
And they were like it was like a party movie.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he got like carried away with the party lifestyle.
Seems pretty like an easily slope to slip down, to be
Yeah.
honest. If you were just
Bunch
fucking-
of dudes getting fucked up.
yeah, like making millions of dollars on a movie set, yeah, I'd probably get a coke problem too, if I'm being
Yeah.
honest. Like, it's pretty difficult not to. But yeah, his face
Then he
is
dyed his hair
permanently-
blonde. But then he did that wholesome ass wilderness show. And
that's-
if you were ever going to be mentally clear, it's after a wilderness show.
Yeah.
How do you follow up like I'm one with the earth with like Botox this bitch?
It's like, I love nature, but also I want pig fat in my cheeks.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
His jaw is just like.
It looks
Does
like
that ever
the-
calm down? Is it like swollen?
I don't think he would have
That would-
done the Bill Nye video if he was still swollen from plastic surgery. Like, that's got to be it, right?
That's it. That's him now.
I feel like it has
What's
to be.
the woman who was in Tom Maguire, Jerry Maguire,
Jerry Maguire.
like
Tom
Renee.
Renee Zellweger.
Have you ever seen her? Can we pull up a picture of before and after of her post?
She has
pre and
she got
post?
surgery?
Bro, it's like a different human.
Really?
Yeah,
I wasn't a huge fan of her face before,
but she
so
like
I'm excited.
rocked it.
Yeah, she rocked it. Like, she was like she had the
Yeah,
lemon face.
like I didn't think she was like hot, but I thought she was like a cool actress. You know, I guess she was a little bit like that.
Right.
I hate that. Imagine you roll around like that.
Who am I looking
That's like Stone's
Renee
Mike Pence.
Zellweger. I think that's how you pronounce her name.
Yeah, that is actually perfect. Thank you. Zach, dude. What are you doing, dude?
I don't know, but he had me at hello.
He had me
Speaking
at
of
hello.
Renee Zellweger.
He had
and
me at hello.
Dude, what a perfect face.
What a perfect fucking face.
It
dude.
was, well, I used to like wake up on random like Wednesdays and just be like, I wish I fucking looked like Zac Efron.
Same.
Damn Except he's like 5'4", but like still, I'd rather be Zac Efron at 5'4" than me in 6'6". Maybe not. 6'6" sounds dope.
You're. I would take you.
Appreciate it.
Oh, you take the status of Zac Efron, yeah. But if
Oh,
you
no,
just
I'm
take his
talking about how
bod,
handsome
and then
he
you got to
is.
you just take his face, and then you got to go to work the next day.
What do we got here with Renee?
Someone says stop talking about her face. We can't.
Bro, first of all,
If you get
can't look like
plastic surgery in Hollywood, we, as the public, are obligated to talk about your face.
Obligated.
Because you wanted us to talk about your face.
I
Clearly.
feel like I thought we were. I know we're in the plastic surgery era, but we're also in the era of like love
Natural.
yourself. Yeah, what happened to like the heavy models and it being like you're beautiful, you're big and beautiful. Now it's like, but also your face is fucked. So change it.
We're confused.
Make
Us
up your
public
mind.
folk. Should we be skinny? Should we stay fat? Should we get Botox? We don't know what to do.
I know,
Should
Lizzo
I get
has been-
jacked and then fucking fix my face? I don't know.
Dude, Lizzo makes me want to order Taco Bell every day. You see her nude that she posted on Instagram?
No.
Lizzo posted like a full frontal nude with like covering her titties, obviously. Which, you know, it's great and all, but like, it was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot of body. It was a lot. A lot of things going on there. Great though.
Yeah.
But like, then you're gonna change. You were supporting changing faces. Like, don't judge. We got to judge something.
Yeah, exactly. Don't judge the Kardashians, but they have like 12 different faces, all of them. All of them have started and ended in different places with their bodies. But then also love my body.
Right.
I
Love
hate my
thy
body. I look at your body, and my body's confused.
Right. 100%.
Assholes.
Then you got Courtney. Dude,
Tell
wait.
me how to think and live.
Did you see? Is it Khloe Kardashian? The one.
Yeah, she's a big face changer.
Dude, today she was on Sway in the
She's
morning.
a
You know Sway.
shapeshifter. Yeah.
She was on Sway and she like stood up and she has like this big fat fake ass and he was just like, yo, your ass is real, and he just starts grabbing her ass and she just goes, you know, be careful, I'm married, and
Can we
he's
pull
just
that
like
up?
yeah, pull up Sway and Khloe Kardashian, and he's just like, he couldn't stop touching her ass. He's like, it's real, really? It's real? Because it's like clearly not. Dude, it was brutal. It was brutal. It
Could
was
you
all over
imagine-
Twitter.
What do you think sitting on a fake butt's like?
It must be like when
Listen.
you ever put your leg up like this and it goes numb and then you put it back down, you're like, ooh, I can't feel my right ass cheek. It's got to be like that all the time. You can't feel that, right? It's not you.
There can't be sensory endings.
Yeah, there's no nerves in plastic.
Is it even plastic or is it silicone?
It's not
How is it jiggling?
silicone jiggle,
That's what I'm saying.
so it's silicone, sure. Sabrina, do you know?
No, but I googled like what it feels like because I want to know too.
Do you want to know because you want to get some ass shots or what?
No, I like my little booty.
Sabrina likes a little booty. Sorry, Frankie likes a little booty too. That's funny. But yeah, yo, Zac Efron, man. Honestly, now do you feel better about yourself now that Zac Efron's low key ugly?
Do I feel better about myself now? Yes, I do. I feel like $1 million.
Right? You just got one notch hotter.
Yeah, I
in the
did get
scale,
one
So
notch.
did I. We all got hotter.
Listen, yeah,
Zac Efron fell 9 places, which means everybody moved a little bit
exactly.
in some way.
We
Maybe.
all shifted upwards a little bit.
Yeah.
He was at the top of the top.
Right.
So if he falls down, we go up.
Also, though, you ever, as a celebrity, you're so recognized. Like, everybody knows what you look like. So, like, why?
Also, his
change
face was perfect.
Adonis level face.
His face was perfect.
His head, he looks like a bobblehead. Like, his head is bigger than his body now. It's so
It just
wide.
looks like he has
jaw
the
is
mumps. Maybe
I
he
gotta
has the
find
mumps.
those pictures. There's no way. If he honestly, for someone with the mumps, he's a 12 out of 10 hot. Though.
Yeah.
Like, compared to,
He's a 4 out of 10 with plastic surgery, but he's
Right.
a 12 out of 10 with the mumps.
right. Yo, pull up a pic. Oh, wait, we got, yeah. Here's the Sway shit with Khloe, dude.
Oh, I think it was a minute ago.
Oh, was it? Oh, I just saw it today. It looks like it's 80 years ago.
I touch anything? What can I?
360 view.
Be careful.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
married. You don't want,
Wow. Oh my God. It's real, right? Your butt is real.
Yes. What do you
Sit
mean
back
my
down,
butt is
Chloe.
real?
I mean, you know, people get shots and stuff. That's
Oh,
all.
honey, I don't have time for shots
Okay.
and stuff.
No
She-
shot.
I don't have time for shots. Your whole family has time for
Yes,
shots.
ma'am.
It felt great.
What was
too.
that round of applause?
Felt really great. You're smelling good. Is that unbreakable
Thank you.
love you're wearing?
Unbreakable love.
Is that unbreakable love?
By
I
Chloe
mean,
Lamar.
let's just pause that for a
trying to
sec.
tap that
Better
ass.
when you sit, you get like a
Wow. Can I touch
Belly.
anything? What can I?
360 view.
Can I touch
Careful. I'm
anything?
married.
He said.
You don't want
Wow.
She
Oh
stands
my
up and he
God.
just
It's
goes, "Can
real,
I
right?
touch
Your butt
anything?"
is
And
that's-
she's like, "Yes, my vagina."
Sit back down.
We're on the radio, bro.
Yeah, squeeze my tits. Fuck it. Hi, honey. Squeeze my tits. Jesus. Sway, you wildin', man.
That's a lot.
Love Sway, though. Oh, yeah.
Outrageous Fun gets in trouble for supporting sexual abuser.
Is Sway a sexual abuser? Oh, because of the titty squeezing.
Yeah.
I mean the booty squeezing.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought Sway did some nasty shit that I didn't know about. I was nervous. Love Sway. Dude, what's up with COVID, bro? I want you to.
What a good.
I want
question.
you to. I want to hear what you got to say.
So-
'Cause I have no idea what's going on.
I have no idea. That's a good place to start. No clue what's going on. Just to preface it, on Saturday, I was hanging out with Liz Texer, and one of her friends from home came through to hang out for a sec, and she just started unleashing all of this information about India. Like India, it's
I
like,
was reading about India today.
dude, India has a
up with
COVID explosion, and they have
Okay.
two. I saw videos. I was pulling up videos. I was like, now we're in it. Like she was just like, have you guys seen what's happening in India? I was like, I haven't seen you in a year, but like, sure, what's up with India?
Guess I'll hear it.
So I was like, I guess we'll talk about this. And she just was like laying in on India. And there's like people.
Seems like she really was concerned.
She was concerned. I think she's like she's very scared of COVID. So like she's just like in the know on all things like terrible COVID type of thing. Like
Love.
if you have like if you have anxiety and you're just like COVID's the worst thing that's ever happened to us ever, and I need to live like under that umbrella. If you live in that world, which a lot of people do, well, everyone's processing things differently, whatever.
Everybody has one person in their group that's that negative person.
Yeah.
Right.
And she just knew all the facts about COVID, all of them. And she was, I mean, it was fucking interesting shit that India, and I didn't realize, but it's like, there's like an explosion of COVID in India. There's 2 people in hospital beds at a time. 2 people.
Damn.
Dude, like Willy Wonka, dude.
Like Grandpa Joe?
Yeah. Like just like 2 people fucking,
Oh
like
my
Willy
God.
Wonka's grandparents in a hospital bed.
Oh,
Getting-
that's
it's terrible.
That's bleak.
Yeah. It's a dark joke.
You used to be that dark COVID person. Remember that?
I remember. It
That was rough times.
was rough times.
We got you out though.
I got
I've
out.
been smiling since.
I've been smiling since. People get mad about that, but I'm smiling. Fuck you.
Fucking smile. Gotta live your life, man.
So my thing with COVID, bro, is the New York Times came out with of
Right.
all things, came out with an article. I get a newsletter from the New York Times, like a daily thing. And
Sounds like you.
I did it in the peak. I did it when I was peak Dylan and
Of course.
peak COVID, but now I never look at
Now
it.
you got
But-
an annual subscription.
But this one I fucking was looking at because it was basically saying, what's up with masks outside? And my one thing with masks outside is that it's fucking stupid and they don't do anything. I've been saying that the whole time.
Right.
And I'm like, finally, here's a New York Times article talking about this, but it was for its liberal base. And it basically just like very calmly said, like, masks outside don't do anything, but like didn't tell people to stop wearing them, like didn't tell people to. And in New York City, bro, at 90% of people are in masks.
I know. I feel naked when I go because I don't wear one outside.
20% of people are double masked outside. And I always usually wear my mask like just around my chin because if I'm straight up not wearing a mask, I just feel seen.
Oh, I
And
agree.
I'm like, I forget where the fuck I was, but someone was like, if you're vaccinated and you're outside, the article said from the New York Times, the article said from the epidemiologist of all these places, fucking liberal ass New York Times.
Good word.
There is very little to no evidence of COVID transmission occurring outdoors.
Right.
Therefore, masks outside are fucking obsolete. Yet 90% of people in New York City are wearing
I
it.
would say more than 90%.
95%.
I don't think
No,
I've
it's
ever
people are
seen.
starting to chin it a lot.
Okay, chinning it, but I don't think I've ever seen somebody without a mask on their face in the city. Because anytime I have one, not on my face, which is a lot of times outside in the city, because Long Island you don't have to wear one on your
Yeah.
face, outside at least. I feel like I'm always looking around like, oh my god, like I'm the only fucking person out here
Not
without
wearing-
a mask on my
Yeah.
chin. Yeah,
And I'm over it.
It doesn't make no sense.
It don't make no sense. And
But that article-
liberals, let's just say that these are all liberal people because
Super.
they're also giving me death looks when I'm not wearing mine.
Oh yeah, like you just like took someone's baby and kicked him off a bridge.
Exactly.
Murder.
These are supposed to be the science people.
Right.
Hey, people, the science says that those masks don't do fucking shit.
Trust the science.
Trust the science. They
Then
don't do
fucking-
anything.
Then trust the science. Take that damn mask off.
Take
then.
the mask off. It's like
Idiot.
it's like now I understand with the muzzle, bro. I fucking understand the muzzle, dude.
You get it?
I get it now.
It's crazy.
But even honestly, it's like at first, like we don't fucking know. It's like you wear a mask, whatever. Okay, like we didn't know. But now there's like The facts are rolling through.
Right.
And I'm just New York City, like, we got to speed up the process.
Right.
Like, New York City is I'm convinced this is why the Yankees are terrible. The Yankees are terrible because New York City is a morbidly depressed city.
Bro,
it's just morbidly depressed.
100%
Like, the
agree.
Tampa Bay Rays, like, Florida's the fucking tits. The
Yeah, they're
Marlins
just-
are probably
they're
going to be
just-
sick this
they're
year
banging,
just
they're
because
fucking
Florida's
clanging.
sick. But New York, it's
Completely
like
agree.
this depressed, morbid, terrible fucking place. And people need to rip their masks off and need to jump on the goddamn Yankee train.
You need to be-
Because we need a fucking win, man. We need a win.
We need to be fucking New York, bro.
Yeah.
When did New York become the pussy city of America?
Yeah.
We're like supposed to be the badass, the New York, the Bronx, bro.
Yeah.
Fucking the Bronx, Brooklyn. We suck, dude. We're soft.
We're soft.
We're
We got
soft as hell.
soft.
But yo, that article also said, like, if you're vaccinated and you're indoors, you still need to wear a mask to promote a culture of mask wearing.
Yeah.
Which is also the softest shit I ever heard in my
Yeah,
life.
it's super soft.
If you have a vaccine, what is the point? Like, what is the point of getting
If the
fucking
vaccine
vaccines?
is working and it does what it's supposed to do, as I said before, I should be able to allow someone with COVID spit in my mouth
Literally,
and then
100%.
live to see another day.
You should be able to walk up to people on the street and just give them, hey, hello. Kiss
Yeah.
right on the lips.
Yeah. I realize that
that?
not everyone's had the vaccine, and maybe that's not the most sensitive thing to do, but
Yeah, it's not sensitive.
let's punch it forward.
Just a little bit.
Punch it forward.
I saw something on Twitter the other day, and it was like, I think Rand Paul maybe, and he was like calling out like Biden, and they were just saying,
I
like,
saw
how,
that, yeah.
You saw that?
Yep.
You see that?
No.
He was basically saying like, oh, you want all these people to take the vaccine? Like a lot of people aren't taking the vaccine. That's what they're pushing. He's like, okay, go up to the podium in front of the American people, explain to them that you got your vaccine, and then proceed to take your mask off and throw it in the trash. That'll get people to take the vaccine. I was like,
I
not a
kind of
bad
agree
idea.
with you. I 100% agree with
don't.
you. It's weird to me that
I don't disagree with
Because
that.
didn't Ted Cruz get a bunch of shit because
Yeah,
he
said that
wouldn't
he's-
wear the mask, and he
said
was
that
like,
he's not going to wear a mask in the Capitol anymore.
yeah, because he got vaccinated, and he was like getting interviewed or not interviewed. He was
saw
doing
that,
a press
yeah.
conference.
But
or
I
whatever.
agree.
I agree. If you got vaccinated on television,
That's the problem, bro. People are so like, I'm a liberal, therefore I only agree with liberal.
Right.
I'm a conservative. Both sides fuck up constantly.
Right.
Stop following your side and just follow the truth.
common fucking sense as
Common
well.
sense.
Right.
And then I come
I'm
out
sorry.
and say stop wearing your mask outside, and then like somehow it gets spun that I'm a fucking racist or some shit, and it's like, yo, it's the facts. Listen to the science, assholes.
100%, dude. It's like we've been taking vaccines our whole fucking life. We're not, if you're vaccinated for something, isn't that the point of the fucking vaccine?
Exactly.
And by the way, the reason we're talking about this is because Texas and Florida, you're not mandated to wear masks, and they're both completely open states, and their COVID deaths and cases numbers are drastically plummeting.
Yeah.
Do you know what the percentage of the deaths being down? Like, you know how far down the Texas deaths have fallen? 72% since they opened the state. That makes still don't make no sense.
See,
though.
that don't make no sense.
Right.
And when you say like, where are you at with COVID? And my original thing was just like, I don't fucking know.
But then this is like-
that's one of the reasons where I'm like, how could that be?
That's what I'm saying. That makes no sense to
And
me.
then people on Twitter were popping off, and I couldn't even get into it because I'm like, people. It's just like everyone's tweet was just like, well, that's just fake, and what kind of fucking idiot would believe this? And I'm like, do you have proof that it's not true, or are you
Right.
just fucking saying that? And then everyone's saying that shit.
Right, people are saying that they're like cooking the books. They're underreporting the deaths and the case numbers, and like Cuomo did that obviously. But with Cuomo, it was 3 buildings that he underreported on. Like it was a few nursing homes. Like it wasn't the entirety of the state. I feel like the ramifications for lying about the entirety of the
Yeah.
states, like the risks for that governor
How
or
stupid
senator are way too high.
Listen, as Northerners, we classically used to think of the South as stupid.
It's true. It's fucked up, but it's true.
It's true.
It
Now,
is true.
Texas, these numbers come out. Us Northerners are confused. We're like, what's happening there? Now, I'm like, are they onto something and they ahead of the game? Or are we forgetting that they are that stupid that this guy would lie about it after the Cole Cuomo thing and just really get caught in the dirtiest of lies?
Excellent point.
But I don't know.
Counterpoint.
Give it to me, 'cause I'm just speaking nonsense.
Or are we living in this like vortex where we're actually the dumb ones up north, the dumb soft northies,
Yeah.
and the down
Yankees?
south hardies are the smart guys? Are we in a weird vortex where that's the truth and we didn't know it this whole time? Like a M. Night Shyamalan movie, like it's a movie in a movie? Like we always thought we were smart, but we're dumb? Is that maybe a thing?
My mom just texted in. We got a text in from my
Oh,
mom.
fuck. Oh, shit.
We're in trouble.
My mom hasn't texted yet. We good.
My mom said, maybe it's because how hot now in Florida and Texas and people are outside all the time. And she said, and they lie.
Hey, Eva, it's been hot in Florida and Texas 100% of the days of the year, so I don't know what you're talking
Okay.
about.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Well, it's
Like, it's always hot in Texas and Florida. So, like, I thought the same thing, like the weather, but that only occurs in
about
New
California?
York,
what about India?
California. India,
India's
it's
popping off.
1,000
Isn't
degrees
it?
every day.
What's the temperature in India right now?
A billion? The sun?
need to fact check
How
before.
hot's the sun? That's how hot it is in India.
Yeah,
It's hot as balls in India.
that's
right?
what I think. We need to fact check.
What if it's like
that's,
really-
we could debunk the hot
What-
theory.
what
Mom,
if-
I'm sorry. We're
what
about
if
to
India's
debunk
like
the
a
hot
cold desert?
Yeah, what if
Climate. Average temp in India.
how hot is it in India today?
Okay.
Mom, text back in. Do you think there's underreporting? Do we think that they're lying? Actually,
Guess the temperature right now in Mumbai. Right now.
102.
92.
All right, and it's COVID's popping off.
No, COVID is popping the fuck off in 92-degree weather. So that just got fact-checked and toasted. So that's what I'm saying. I got no idea what the fuck's going on.
We don't
with
know.
COVID. No clue.
It
But
could be that they're lying, but I'm also like,
They could be
how
lying, sure.
fucking stupid do you have to be?
Dude, like if people are calling for his resignation, which it doesn't look like it'll happen, but if people are calling for it for like underreporting like 1,000 deaths, like not reporting 1,000 deaths or whatever it was, something around 1,000, imagine not reporting like tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. Like your job's gone. You're going to
I
jail.
think honestly, it's
probably.
also like Texas. Probably everything is spaced out more.
True.
Like think about this,
True.
right? You go into the grocery store in New York. Grocery stores are fucking ski bop condensed into like 2 aisles of a Texas supermarket.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So if everything is just so much more spaced out, there's so
But
much
think
more
of it-
space.
okay, but think of it
then
this
like
way.
the 6 feet thing, it
But
doesn't.
think of it this way. In New York, you may be close, but you're wearing a mask inside. In Texas, you're maybe a little further, but you're not wearing masks inside anymore. So that also that argument kind of falls away also. Because you're not,
okay,
no
but
masks.
what if in Texas it's bigger?
Everything's bigger in
people are-
Texas.
True.
Nice.
Are Texans taking the vaccine? Probably.
No, very low amount of them have taken the vaccine. It's only a quarter of them. I
Okay,
think.
and it's dropping?
And it's dropping.
I don't know,
That
man.
was another thing they added in the article. It's
That
like-
don't make no sense.
That's what I'm saying. Bro, and also they had a full the Texas Rangers home opener was full capacity, 50-something thousand people, no mask mandate in the stadium.
Yeah,
and
I
there
saw-
wasn't
there
a
was
super
people-
spreader.
Yeah.
Clearly. My mind is so
Okay,
pretzel.
I have it. I have it.
Go. I feel like I know where you're going. I'm excited.
People of Texas are so convinced that COVID is a liberal hoax that they placebo themselves out of the disease.
I think that's the only explanation we're left with. It's pure like serotonin in the brain and like mind over matter.
Yeah.
They're actually
I
enjoying
mind
themselves.
over matter my side effects from my vaccine.
Yeah, but you got sick for like 2 hours.
Yeah, but people got fucked up.
Yeah, but maybe you're just a strong ass strapping man.
I think I'm
No, you're a
psychological.
soft bitch.
No, I'm Michael Jordan.
Dylan watched the Last Dance for the last 4 days. He's like, I have the mindset of Michael Jordan.
If I lose today, I'm gonna wake up and go fucking harder tomorrow. Okay?
That'll last about 4 more days, and the man's gonna take a long nap.
Mamba mentality. You can't beat me. I lose today, I'm back tomorrow.
Fuck yeah, keep that mentality. We need that. We need to be. We need to make this
Last
successful.
night I took an
fast.
L, but tomorrow bounce back.
Big dub.
I don't know, dude. I do not know.
Dude, me neither.
But people are happier. When you're happier, you're less susceptible to disease.
Your immune
Everyone in New
system.
York is just the most depressed asshole I've ever met.
I think, it's one, New York people are depressed, but to your point from before, like the whole like liberal energy of just being afraid and like concerned and worried all the time, like that can't be good for your health.
Yeah.
You're worrying all the time constantly.
How
like,
how many years does COVID take off your life versus how many COVID scares that you gave yourself take off years off your life?
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm probably wrong, but I think anxiety, which is basically what you're
My
describing.
mom said they live on top of each other in India and there are 1 billion people there. Fair point.
That's a fair point,
Fair point.
but
That's why we love you, Mom.
they live on top of each other in New York, so fair point. I'm just trying to disagree with your mom so hard right now. I just want to disagree.
She made
I'm
a
trying
good
to find a
point.
way. You did
She made
make
a
a
good
good point. Hence the 2 people in the hospital bed. That makes
Yeah,
sense. I forgot what I was saying, but yeah,
I don't know, man.
yeah.
All I know is also like
Well, that's what. Yeah.
white boy summer and
Oh my God.
the whoring 20s. Like people are coming. People are just on Memorial Day. New York is gonna be just fully open and hooking up left, and people are hooking up left and right.
Left and right.
People are gonna be
The
getting
mushroom
weird
pulp,
this
pulp
summer.
in the back of your throat.
So
They,
while we're there, why don't we take our masks off outside?
right. Also, even last summer, people were hooking up all summer in like New York. I wasn't because I was being a bitch, but like people were doing their thing in Montauk and like all over New York. So, aren't we supposed to like step up from that? It's gonna be crazy again this year.
Yeah.
Like the people are gonna not be wearing masks anyway. Really, dude. I go to a gym now. I'm not gonna say the name of the gym, but like we don't wear masks. It's weird, but it's sick, kind of.
I let my mask I let my nose out.
Oh, that's what
I'm
I
also
would do.
vaccinated.
Right, you're vaccinated. But I guess the one thing is like, how do you know someone's vaccinated?
I would easily show my card.
Yeah, but
and
you
they'd
can,
be like,
people
okay,
are
you can take your
dishing out
mask off.
fake cards left and right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, America, you suck.
Right.
For fucking not thinking that people are gonna replicate these tiny index cards that people will just write in with a pen. You're fucking stupid.
So dumb.
How do we not
It should
have
be like a fucking
a
I was
barcode?
about to make. Yeah, it should be a fucking little. Yeah, people would just do the tattoo. I was gonna make a weird joke that I shouldn't
Yeah,
have made.
that's how you get the conservative people who don't want to take it to get it. You're gonna have to put this
Tattoo.
permanent thing on your body forever.
They're gonna be like, yeah, they're making us destroy Jesus' temple, which is my body. Like, fuck. Sorry. Oh man.
Dude, when I got my COVID vaccine, when I went to go get my second shot, I forgot the card, and then the lady just goes, you could just write it in.
Yeah, that's not what,
I'm like,
where our health.
That's
care
the
should
official
be.
thing? I just write it in myself?
And you're so concerned that we have to wear masks outside with a vaccine on a boat in the middle of the ocean. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? Come on.
We didn't think that one through.
Oy vey.
The COVID pass. But I would gladly show my fake or real COVID passport to go to the gym without my mask on.
Deaf. I would.
Deaf.
Yeah, I would get the tattoo to go to the gym with the mask off.
My man
Honestly.
loves the gym.
I love the gym, and ink's sick. Chicks love ink. Yo, and then speaking of vaccines, that even leads to further like conspiratorial thinking because you're forcing the vaccine. The numbers are going down in Texas. Nobody's taking the vaccine. Then you got Bill Gates saying, "Yeah, no, like you shouldn't we shouldn't be lifting the patents from vaccines so that other people can replicate it." Like they wanted to like release the formula for the vaccines, and apparently Bill Gates is like, "Nah, you shouldn't do that. It's gonna hurt." But why?
I mean, if I'm like using my logical brain 1st, I'm like, I could see that like this thing and then just people being like, we got it.
Right. I agree. I
And then you're
honestly
just
agree with
injecting
you.
people and people just dying left and right.
I honestly agree.
That shit has to be regulated. And like,
Totally
if
agree.
you don't, if a country that's like a third world country like doesn't have the infrastructure to like make it, fucking like the cartel's gonna start cooking it,
Right,
And,
you're-
like dropping it off in Venezuela, and it's just gonna be like mass genocide.
Right, you're gonna have like an old like auto body shop like that was abandoned in the middle of Texas, like pumping out vaccines. Like
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna work out so well.
I read that article. I was really expecting it to just be like very heavy Bill Gates being a fucking huge asshole, but I'm like, I
know.
mean, he was like 4 months maybe we could get him there.
That's how headlines get you, because that was what I read was basically the headline.
Yeah, and then I just
you
read-
read it, and it's actually like, okay, this makes sense.
God damn
yeah,
it, it makes sense.
Maybe like a Mumbai basement shouldn't be churning out medical product. Maybe.
Yeah.
So I get it. I'm with it, but I really wanted to get in there a little bit. Love a good conspiratorial sentence.
Bill Gates, he's just
Bill Gates, I read in that article also, like his wealth since the pandemic has like just gone up so much. That's wild. It is wild. Apparently, like I think it would be $50 or $40 billion to pay for the vaccinations for the entire world, the whole world, every person.
how much?
Like something like 50 billion. And Bill Gates, if he did pay for that for everybody in the world, he would still be richer than he was before the pandemic. That's a
Fuck
crazy
me.
thought. Isn't that
Fuck me.
yeah, that's a wild thought.
That
50
sucks.
billion. So he could do it and still be richer than he was last year. Just do it, dog. Do it. if you're
Prove-
such a good guy,
Yeah.
prove to me you're a good guy. And
Yeah,
you're not
Bill
killing
Gates.
Haitians on a murderer's row or whatever the fuck he does. He just like apparently he kills everybody. Like prove to me you're not a murderer. Then
Save the planet.
I'm such a big Bill Gates guy too. But fucking show me, man.
Yeah, no one has had a bigger. I had no opinion of Bill Gates prior to this. You liked Bill Gates.
Loved him. I still don't think he's a murderer. I still am pretty not certain.
I do. It is weird though that it is the equivalent of if another fucking pandemic happened in 40 years and then Mark Zuckerberg was at like the face of the operation.
Repeat that.
If in like another 40 years from now there was another pandemic and then the face of the operation was like going on talking about the vaccines was fucking Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, like how did Bill Gates become the head of global health?
It is why can't I think of the word? Jesus
I
Christ.
don't know.
The skeptics. I was saying the suspects. All that crime talk. The skeptics of Bill Gates are valid where they're just like, okay, like we got to listen to the leaders here. And then Bill Gates is just like the leader of it. And they're just like, where? I thought this dude started Microsoft.
Yeah, I thought he was like a tech nerd. Now
Yeah,
he's
I get it. He's
not?
like involved with that stuff, but
yeah, he's got like a big
why?
brain and stuff, which could be useful. But maybe don't make him the head of it. What, Frankie?
I was just gonna say there's a lot of money in it.
Yeah,
Right.
There's definitely money in it. Do you know who appointed him the head of global health? I'm pretty sure he is the head of global health.
Is he the head of global
I don't know. I
health?
saw a tweet. I just read a tweet. Don't take my word for that. It was a tweet though, and they said that he appointed himself the head of global health, which sounds fake, but like I don't know.
That sounds so
much
fake.
crazy shit has happened this year. Like I honestly believe everything I read now.
is Greta Thunberg.
You yawn again, I'm gonna shove my foot in your mouth.
Sorry.
Just a dirty foot, nasty foot. But anyway, moving on.
These are all.
So aggressive.
I can't.
Want to ski?
Everything
over here.
is. I feel like of recently. I feel like after the Derek Chauvin trial, everything became political again.
Everything became political, and then all you see in the news is like shootings and police shootings.
Like
and
it
just shit
really
you don't want to see again.
It,
It's like,
it came
oh.
up again, and then I was just like, okay, like I'm trying to find headlines, and it's all.
Well, dude, you know what? Honestly, and not to like bring a damper on that whole conversation, but like when the Derek Chauvin trial happened, and it to me seemed like an excuse because, dude, you're telling me it's not like police shootings halted over the past like several months while we were awaiting this trial. They've been going on. But like now that it happened, it's like hot now, and like the media is just like, let's just pump it all out. Get everybody remembering how much they hate the cops, how much they hate this, that, and hate. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's a lot, man.
You only have so much input, and it's like when a big thing happens, you're like, all right, we're here again, and it's all coming in now again.
Right.
But then it's all that is like political in my head, and then like all the things we're talking about today are political.
Yeah.
And all the things I'm finding on Twitter, it's like everything is more political.
Right. Like then well, not to skip around, but like LeBron James.
Right.
Even like you got that going on now. Like there's so much political shit going on.
So much. Let's talk about before we go there.
Yeah. Before we go there, what's up?
The House voted to make Washington D.C. the 51st state.
Oh yeah, that's happened before though, right? Didn't the House do that last year?
They did, and I read the article, and it was like it's not going to pass in the Senate. Even though the
Yeah.
Democrats hold a majority, because I think you
It has
need a
to be
60-40.
Yeah, and they have 50
It's
seats.
50-50.
Right.
If they get rid of the
51.
filibuster, though, then they could.
Well, that's
If
the
they
push.
what?
If they get rid of the filibuster, then potentially in the future they could.
Right.
If they get rid of the filibuster, what does that mean?
If they get rid of the filibuster, then things get passed through like
50-50.
very easily on 50-50, right?
And what is a filibuster? I thought a filibuster is when like a congressman just goes up in front of the thing and just like reads from the phone book.
Yeah, that's what I was
Like 4 hours until they run out of time, and they're like, "Sorry, we can't vote. I was reading from the phone book. Fuck you."
Bitch.
That's what it used to be, but then in the past like 100-something years, they've or maybe
100
more
years?
maybe earlier they made it more so like instead of actually having to do that, they just make it the majority or that majority or whatever the fuck. So that's like the stand-in of like that original Philip. You know what I'm saying?
I missed it.
I'm not following it either.
Originally, back in the day, that's how it worked. You'd have to be on the Senate floor or whatever talking.
Right. But now you can just
But
basically say I'm
now,
filibustering.
I am filibustering, yeah, and then it makes it a 60-40 vote or whatever the fuck instead of 50-50.
First of all, if you're gonna filibuster, you should sit there and have to read.
I 100% agree. What? You could just be like, I am delaying this,
Yeah.
and I'll be back.
That's-
What?
that's-
I'm going to go take a long shit. What do you mean?
What do you
You should
mean?
have to do something
You have
to
to do
earn
it.
your
Yeah.
filibuster.
Yeah, if you're gonna filibuster, you got to sit there and you got to read from the phone book for 6 fucking hours.
Otherwise, that law, like, or the filibuster in general, never would have been a thing if you didn't have to earn it.
also,
in the
what a
beginning.
dumb fucking rule.
It is dumb. It is dumb. But now that it's here, I feel like our whole like
How you telling me that the
law-passing system
dudes
is built
making the
around it.
laws can stop a law? Think about this. In
Right.
America, if you make some people want to make a law,
Right.
and other people are like, I don't want to make that law. They try and make that law, and then the other people are like, yo, all we gotta do is for the next 12 hours, fucking, I'm gonna name all the girls I slept with, and then you gotta name the ones that you did, and we'll fucking and it's
How
just,
many girls have you slept with?
Not that many.
That's gonna take you 12 hours to read
Short-
that list.
short list.
All right, cool.
I was trying to think of something cool, and then I was like, that came out, and I was like, that was weak.
So we were gonna pass the law at 12:01. We passed it at 12:02 because Dylan decided to read the 3 girls that he slept with his life.
I meant the phone book.
Senator Dylan read 3 women whose pants he's
That's more realistic all the pizza places I've eaten at. Okay? You want me to say it?
How many candy bars have you eaten? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Kit Kats,
5.
Butterfingers, Twizzlers.
How many beers have you drank in your life? Well, fuck, that's funny. Yeah. So back to Washington becoming a state.
Right.
Um.
I don't
What's
care.
up?
It seems
Well,
legit.
it's weird because
Weird that it's a no man's land.
the only thing that's weird about it. Well, what's up, Frankie? You go
No,
first.
you go first.
Well, what I was gonna say that's weird about it is if you're a conservative person or a
Right.
Republican, I feel like I don't like the word conservative anymore. I don't like conservative and liberal when you're just talking politics. It's like
Right.
Republican, Democrat.
Right.
We got, dude. Like liberal and conservative are not Republican and Democrat.
Those are
like,
the name calls.
right. But like a liberal is like a far left person by definition, and a conservative is a far right person by definition.
But everyone's an extremist now.
Right. Like can we just say Republican and Democrat? It feels way less confrontational. Conservative is like a conservative. Liberal, it's like a liberal. It's like, can we just be Democrat or Republican? Seems
Yeah.
very chill. So back to that. If you're a Republican person, like that's one more Democratic state. That's another blue state added that gets however
Right.
many votes or whatever. Or
Strategy.
You know. Right.
They're
So-
pushing the House's
so
Democrat.
it feels
they're
like the
pushing it.
scale gets tilted. So like a lot of Republican people are super pissed because they're like, oh well, they're just adding a blue state so that I don't know, like so that
They
there's
can vote and
never
win
another
more.
Republican in office. Basically, is the fear, which I think is a fair concern. It's a fair concern.
Do you guys really realistically think that there would be any other reason for them to try to put this through?
Well, I kind of don't know. I know that people are concerned because, well, this is what I was reading about, was that they're like, oh, well, they pay more, DC pays more taxes than like 21 other states. But so does fucking, like, New York City taxes are super high compared to other places in the world, in the country. You know what I mean? And
Does DC's vote just like not matter though? Like where does their vote go?
that's a good question. I don't know.
They're able to only like elect like a couple.
Like if you're from DC, you can't vote for the president.
But do you vote for a governor or
you
a...
can't?
You can.
Oh,
You can vote for the president, of course. But like, as far as local government, who's your local government in DC?
I feel
like,
like
can
they
you
have
vote for a senator? No, you don't have a senator in DC. So, but you don't necessarily like. I don't vote for the fucking senator. Who the fuck votes for the senator? No one. No one. That's
That's
the
why
answer.
Chuck's been in office all this time.
That's-
No one votes him out.
Right. Nobody votes him out because nobody gives a shit, but then they get mad about him and then nobody votes for him. But that's actually a good point. Like, is there, to Frankie's point, like, is there any other reason? People say, like, they want representation, but do they? You know,
I'd be
we
curious
have
what the
representation.
people of DC want.
They apparently want to be a state. But if you weren't a state, you'd want to be a state. But, like,
And they're also like kind
Well,
of
Puerto Rico doesn't want to be a state.
who knows? No, I think that's another thing they're talking about. Aren't they talking about trying to make Puerto Rico a state?
Mom, if you're still watching, do Puerto Ricans want to be a state? Yes or no, and
should,
why?
She should have a good answer.
She
for
should
that.
have a great answer for that.
Yeah. Oh, I love this text-in thing.
Yeah, it's fucking
We
fantastic.
gotta get my mom to text in. She doesn't listen to us anymore, I don't think. I think we pissed her off too many times.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's like a strategy thing. It is like my first my brain was like, well, like the Republicans got in that Amy Coney Barrett lady, but that was like the 9th judge, so like that's technically like by the rules, I guess, but then people were pissed that it was happening at a weird time.
Right.
And then the Democrats are like, all right, well, like our thing is that we're going to add a state and add 6 more, and you're just fucking changing shit up.
Right.
So I could see, like, it is valid, it seems, that it would be just for the voting purposes of
Right.
it.
Well, it also
And
makes
and
a
if
lot
the-
of sense.
But if the other
Like,
reasons were like the people of DC wanted it, I'm like, all right, well, if the people that live in DC want to be a state, who the fuck am I to be like, fuck you, no?
right, but like who know like, and I agree with you. Like, but devil's advocate, who's to say that the people of DC want it? Like,
Who's to say the people of DC deserve a voice?
oh, you consider yourselves people?
Fuck you.
I mean, listen, if illegal immigrants are getting getting votes, I think DC should become a state then. How's
There you
that?
go.
But I don't think that, so I don't know what I'm saying, but I disagree with everything I just said. That was opposite day shit.
I'm gonna filibuster all the women. We say stupid things sometimes.
We do say stupid things sometimes. Honestly, it's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like, if the people of DC vote, it should be a vote it shouldn't be decided by fucking Nancy Pelosi and Rand Paul. It should be decided by the people of DC.
Right.
If you're a resident in DC, yes or no, do you want to be a state? Boom.
yeah, but in that case, then you're gonna have fucking like random.
They're gonna
places.
stuff the ballot, man.
No, but if like no, but you're gonna have random places. Like you're gonna have like, for example, great example. So New York, predominantly red state, like territorially, but New York City very blue
Yeah.
to the point where New York State is a blue state now.
Right.
Right. So what if the rest of New York outside of Manhattan wanted to become a state because they feel underrepresented because only this small portion of the geography is blue and they're forced to like live in a blue state because of that. So they're like, fuck it, we want to be our own state because we don't agree with whatever. See the slippery slope I'm bringing? See the slips?
I say we all secede.
I say every
fuck this
state,
shit.
individual country, we fight each other and whoever survives.
Everyone is their own,
Yeah.
and every person is their own individual country. And
Pretoria.
Yeah.
Great app.
And that's what I want.
I want Pretoria too.
I want to just.
I want to wear a fur
I want to be
coat
left
and
the
a crown.
fuck alone, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I want.
I want to wear a fur coat and a crown in my Long Beach apartment.
I want to buy some land and fuck off.
Dude, I have to throw it back. Zac Efron moved to Australia.
What?
Yeah, forgot to bring that up before.
Maybe
But
he
you're
changed
reminding
his
me of the
face.
land thing.
Maybe he changed his face for Australia.
They're just white guys in Australia.
I mean, they'll really rip on him. I feel like
I
if
feel like,
anyone in
though-
America would be like, "Oh, Zach, are you okay?" Australians would be like, "Oi, mate, what the fuck happened to your face?"
No, but I feel like Australians are so like open. They're just like, hey, nice face. Like they're very supportive. I feel like over there.
Maybe.
They're not American. Americans are so judgmental.
No,
I feel like
dude, Australians are very to the point.
Yeah, but I feel like in a funny, like, you cunt way. You know, they say cunt all the time. Like,
Yeah.
they don't give a shit about nothing. It's not in a mean way. It's like a bro jokes
Yeah,
way.
I said, yeah.
Like, they joke.
But they would still jab you.
Yeah, but it'd be in good fun, not in
Right.
like a, yikes, did you see Zac Efron's face?
Yeah, they wouldn't like
You
talk
know?
behind his back.
Right, that's
They would
American
say
shit.
it right to his face, and then they would like dap up and like fucking drink 20 beers,
100
and then
Fosters.
fight an alligator.
Yeah. Crocodile.
Crocodile.
But on the DC thing, so you have DC.
I guess my mom tuned us out.
Yeah, she's out. I mean, I insulted her directly on accident twice. So I get it. I love you, Eva. I literally love you so much. I'm sorry for the insults. But so you got Washington wanting to become a state. Cool, 51st state. Then you got New York, bro, losing a congressional seat
Right.
because nobody wants to live in fucking New York right now because it sucks ass.
It does.
Everybody left New York.
Dude, you just
And
you
California,
really just,
too. California's
you really
losing
just
a vote.
Fucked me up when you wrote also murder's still hot in the streets. 20-year-old shot in his fucking car at 2:30 in the afternoon.
95th Street, bro.
20 blocks from my apartment.
In the middle of the day, just shot in his car by some random guy. Dude, you know how often I'm in a car in front of your apartment chilling? I'm going to get shot. Not trying to. But yeah, New York sucks right now. It really does. So people are bitching. People are booting out of New York. They're going to Texas, got 2 congressional seats. Cali lost 1. New York lost 1. There's one other liberal city that lost 1 too. Crazy.
I can't
So-
imagine. Like, I don't want to leave New York City, but it's like you're
I don't
not.
wanna stay
There's not
either.
a lot of reasons to fucking stay in this place.
Right. I don't want to stay either.
Keep your vote here. Just stay here.
Frankie's like, we need the blue to all stay in one place, or else we're gonna fucking die and starve. We're gonna live in communist Russia. We might though. Dude, so I saw. Speaking
NASA
of,
needs my vote. They went red again.
who did?
NASA.
I thought you said NASA. I was like, there's no way NASA gets a vote. Like the space people. NASA went red. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. New York's all red except for the city. Literally, that's wild.
That's
New York's a huge like geographic state.
Yeah.
Really, really big.
I mean, you can go down the road. Yeah, it's coming down.
Fuck, I shouldn't have called it out.
Down this road of like, do you think cities come back? Like people
well-
say, like,
well, dude.
people were like, New York City, like, oh, after 9/11, everyone was saying, you know, New York City wouldn't come back. But like, not to sound like a dick, but like, 9/11 was one day, and I know that there was like a wave of like terror and like
War.
trauma and like, but like particularly in New York that
Right.
occurred afterwards. But like New York, we're a year into this now, and like didn't restaurants go like viciously out of business after 9/11?
No.
Like,
No,
did
no.
the economy get like ridiculously affected by it? Like, so much shit's going out of business, bro, and like I just
And staying out of business.
Yeah.
I think, bro, this is what I really do think. I think we're in like a transitional period. Like New York, greatest city in the world, right? That's been the motto forever, as long as we've been alive. New York City,
Yeah.
greatest city in the world. I think New York's going to come back, and it's going to be, it's going to get as close as it can back to where it was. But I think that with everybody moving, like actually picking up and moving to parts of the country that they genuinely feel fit them more, like a lot of people from New York moving to like Austin, Dallas, Texas in general. Florida's got like another one got like 2 congressional
people
seats
love
added.
going out west now.
Right, they're going like shit like that. Wyoming probably gained a seat or some shit, like
Yeah.
random places. So I feel like right now, like, what if it's Texas? What if it's like Austin's turn to get built up as like the next big American city? You know what I mean? What if we're starting a movement of like, oh, there's another city that's gonna get built up.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, dude, like New York City, it's like it's trash. It's like
it's
you
a
live,
absolute shithole.
but it's also wild to think like if you think about it from like a technology perspective, like people want more space, like mental clarity. They don't want to live like COVID was such a weird predicament to happen because it's like a disease where like you don't want to come close contact with
Right.
people, and like New York City is like the closest contact, probably one of the closest contact places like in all of the world.
Well, that's what makes New York the greatest city in the world is like the nightlife, the
grinding
being
on
on
people
top,
on the subway.
right? Being in a bar with 40 too many people, like being on the subway stuck, and then like like that's the whole New York experience, which hasn't existed for a year. So, yeah,
I don't know.
It's. I just think we're gonna have. I think
Theme of
it's
this
gonna be-
episode is I don't fucking know.
nobody knows shit. I don't know anything. I know less now than I did a year ago, and that should not ever be the case.
But it also is like good because if you think you know something, you just don't.
Very well said, bro.
If you're really sure about yourself,
we just had this conversation. Remember?
you're a fucking idiot.
Remember we were talking about this the other day with the doctor jokes.
Oh yeah.
I'm a doctor jokes.
Oh yeah.
It's really nice to hear you say that. That's
fuck
I
that.
agree with you, bro.
It's so
If
much
you think-
easier being stupid and be willing, because you also like be willing to learn.
Be willing to learn. Otherwise, you're just a douchebag.
Yeah.
That's what being a douchebag is. Speaking of a douchebag, no. So, really hard pivot here.
Okay.
Right? Should we pivot at this point? I feel like it's a pivot
Yeah.
moment. So, The Bachelorette, really quick.
Oh, wait, am I gonna do this rant? I don't know.
You don't have to do your rant, but I think you should. So, this bitch, Claire from The Bachelor, this crazy ass fucking chick,
right.
Claire. So she apparently has to, first of all, she's back together with that dude,
Yeah.
but she has to move because a stalker like broke into her house. And like, if you watched the show to the point of like wanting to stalk this girl, like, are you breaking into her house to get like perpetually annoyed? Like, she's easily the most irritating human being I've ever voluntarily spent time watching on television. Why would you stalk her to the point of wanting to like
That's how you
break
know
into
the
her
dude
home?
was a socio.
Totes 100%.
Because if that is your Dude, that was the thing. Like, The Bachelor, bro, you get the name of the girl, and you could just go on her IG and just fall in love even before you get there.
Yeah, that's probably not how The Bachelor was supposed to work.
That's a different energy level. Also, I saw on Twitter that they said that they should allow people on these shows to have their phones so that they could play it in real time.
And
then,
tweet
like,
and shit. And then
That'd be
kinda,
way better.
Yeah, then we know what to expect. It's like, oh damn, there's some crazy shit went down. Yeah, dude, they
But
should.
yeah,
get
first of
their
all,
phones.
I didn't realize that Dale was back together with her. I thought they were broken up. And then a stalker
they
went
were
in their
too.
house, and I was gonna say, like, all the bros, you're all fucking hanging out together, and you can't go save your girl now.
Right.
All of you are just
I'm gonna call Jordan right now. He's probably on his way to Texas. Where they live? Probably Texas. Feels like Texas.
you're gonna call him?
No, I'm not actually
okay.
gonna call him. No. So really quick, we were supposed. So I've said it before. My good friend was on The Bachelorette, and we were supposed to have him on the podcast. He called me. He was like, "Yo, like, let me know when you want me to come on." I was like, "Totes." So he's like, "I just gotta submit to ABC your show, and then like they just gotta approve you, make sure you're not saying any dumb shit and like whatever that." So me and Dylan obviously have a podcast, and then my other friend Zoe has a podcast, and he's a good friend of Jordan's too. He was gonna come on both of our shows. He gives me a call. He's like, "Hey man, I don't know how to tell you this. But they didn't approve your podcast, and I have a feeling it has to do with the Trazzle trip. It has to do with something like that, bro. Like
Trazzle
what?
trip?
We're so friendly.
Yeah, but we're not ABC friendly. We're not what ABC's looking for.
That's a good point.
We're not what ABC's. We're not
We're
what a
nowhere
network
near.
television is looking for.
We're nowhere near network.
We're like,
television.
if we're anywhere right now, we're on the scum bottom of YouTube.
That's where I want to be.
Yeah.
Scum bottom of YouTube's where the party goes down.
Yeah.
good
I'm trying
shit.
to be on the scum bottom.
Yeah,
of
the
YouTube,
death
so-
threat
Yeah,
YouTube.
Yeah. I'm trying to
that
say
shit.
things that someone in the comments going to threaten my life.
For sure, bro. That gets your juices flowing.
Terry Crews is addicted to porn. And I think Terry Crews is just reaching for staying relevant.
That's such a stretch, bro.
I think
No.
he's just like, he was talking to his agent, and his agent was just like, listen, Terry, you pulled, what's the cop show?
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
You fucking pulled that one out of your ass. Okay?
Great show, by the
We
way.
all thought you were done after White Chicks. You did that weird talk show, and you were terrible in that. And what was he the host of?
I don't know. It was bad.
He was like the host of the Masked Bandit or something fucking weird where you sing and you have a clothes on. And Terry, you really pulled it out with Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but you're losing people. And he lost people recently with politically. You need something to bring the people back.
So let me ask you a question, Terry. Have you ever jerked off? You have? You're addicted to porn.
You're addicted
Talk
to porn.
about it.
Yeah.
Get the people behind
I
you.
think that's what went down.
I
That's a
would-
stretch?
I really wish
Why
that's
the
what went
fuck
down.
else would he just be like, I'm addicted to porn,
Well, he
world?
said, not to blow it up, but he said it years ago.
Oh.
Because I remember watching a very intense interview with him. Or no, he like went on Instagram Live or some shit. Like he posted something like, I'm addicted to porn. It almost ruined my life. Like it made me treat women like a object. And like he went into this emotional thing. And I remember like stumbling upon it at like 1 a.m. I was like scrolling through Facebook.
You had
and I'm
just finished jerking off?
probably immediately afterwards, I was like, well, I got to cool off with some calm. Terry Crews is a calming guy. He's wholesome. Let me watch some of that. And it was just like, I just started crying and went to bed probably. Like, it was like, oh, okay. I showered and went to bed. Like, yeah. So I've known about his like porn issues
Addiction.
for a while, but weird to bring it up again though.
I mean,
Like, I thought you already did this whole thing where you apologize for loving porn, which also nobody really wants to, hear about it.
that's not a
It's not a quarantine.
that's
thing
not a
to talk
sit
about.
down talk show. I really need to get this off my chest. Can you book me with a publicist that'll get this out to the people?
Right. Like you're
It's
distributing.
only
that.
a staying. I think it's just to
You
stay
think it's to
relevant.
stay relevant?
Yeah,
Dude,
bro.
it could be. I think he's coming out with a book.
Yeah,
I bet you that. Oh shit, Terry, dude, you're right.
he's coming out with a book. It's
Wait,
a
I got it right
publicity
here.
stunt. I think his book is with
Oh my
his
God.
wife about
Yeah, you're
like
right, bro.
overcoming.
Porn addiction. Probably.
Who's gonna read that book? Who's gonna sit down and be like, oh my god, guys, Terry Crews wrote a fucking book about his porn addiction. I gotta read that.
Listen, if I know anything about porn and jerking off, which I do,
Yeah.
I know for a fact that people who do watch porn and jerk off aren't going to want to read something that's going to make them feel super guilty about their porn and jerking off. You know, like I'm not so like you're not going to read that book knowing that this man's going to make you feel guilty about doing something you just are going to do till you die. You know what I'm saying?
It's
So
very
I think
blatant what you're saying.
Do you know what I'm saying? That I'm saying directly to you? Do you understand what I'm saying?
I love.
Jerk it off. No, but seriously, like who's gonna buy that shit? That's gonna make every man on this planet feel horrible about themselves.
I don't
Not,
know. I don't know what the angle is.
I don't know it either, bro. I don't know it either. He's a handsome guy. Damn, look at this guy.
Let me see.
No, it's Terry Crews.
Is he handsome?
Look at him. You don't think Terry Crews is handsome? He's got like this white suit on and shit. It's a handsome guy. You don't think Terry Crews is handsome?
No.
I think he was voted sexiest man alive at one point. Was he not?
You know who I think he looks like?
I'm
I don't know if
so
this is
ner-
really fucked up.
What? What? He's got.
Oh, my mom texted me.
Oh shit, she's still listening. Did she hear my apology? Can you ask?
She said I'm not out.
Oh.
She also said taxation without representation is tyranny. Come on, Mom. You gotta
Tyr-
explain. You gotta
Tyranny seems like a stretch.
Yes, Puerto Rico wants statehood.
That's what I'm saying. But that's another blue state. That would be probably another blue state, right? Is Puerto Rico blue? Yeah, Puerto Rico blue. Oh, it's stacked. It's happening. I mean, honestly, I would like to think if like two more, not to get back to the whole conversation, but to get back to it, if two more blue states entered statehood, I would think the whole like electoral college process, like distribution, would be maybe revisited. Because like the next election would just be a blowout. Like it would probably be a blowout. So I feel like at that point, like, I mean, if people stormed the Capitol once for that, they'll probably flip out again if they lose like mad elections.
I guess though, like
Seems like
when
another
Hawaii
dangerous
and
road to go down.
Alaska, like when we acquired more states, like was there a fucking problem every time?
Well, that's different because
Like
that's
we're like, there's 50 states. It's an even number. There's fucking stars on the flag. Don't disrespect the flag. No more fucking stars. Boom.
that's so true. Like it's
I'm gonna
50
storm the Capitol. Fuck you.
Dude,
You know, that's the logic. It's like,
It's
can't
true.
we keep going? Like, if
It's-
DC wants to be a state, if Puerto Rico wants to be a state,
I guess it is weird. Like we're just used to 50 states.
Like, we can
America's
get
the 50
more.
states. But the difference with like acquiring Hawaii and like
Why
the
the fuck is
Louisiana
Alaska part?
purchase. Yeah, I don't even know why we have Alaska. Probably for oil or some shit. But like, I feel like the whole we were expanding territory. Now, if we like stole, I don't know, I guess that's a good point. Like if we got it, which is Puerto Rico and but DC is just in America. I don't know. I'm kind of losing brain steam.
I guess taxation without representation is tyranny. I feel like that must be something like someone from like the 1700s said or something.
I feel like they
You
used
know?
to run around with like their signs.
Taxation without representation is tyranny. You know, they were like standing on like a barrel, so like in a square, screaming that. So maybe that's where that came from, and like that goes back to the tax thing you were talking with. Like they pay so many taxes,
Right.
so if you're paying a fucking shit ton of taxes, and
Yeah, but so many places pay high taxes.
you know what we should call? We should call Lauren Brown.
We should. Who makes the laws in DC though? Then, like, the no representation thing. I honestly understand that. I'm like, yeah, you want people to represent you, but someone has to be doing it because they have, like, DC law. You know what I mean? Like, there's New York law. There's Boston
Should I call
law.
Lauren Brown?
Call that bitch. Maybe don't call her. Call her. Screw it. She's not listening, right?
No way.
It's 9:30. She's an engaged woman. She might be sleeping. Nice. Nice. She probably doesn't know shit. Timmy should tell us though.
They would know. I bet you don't pick up.
That's fucked up. You haven't talked to her in a while. She should pick up.
Hello.
Hey, Lauren, what's up?
Just hanging here with Tim.
Oh, what's up? Am I on speaker?
Yeah.
You guys are live on Outrageous Fun right now.
No, we're not.
Yeah, you are.
We're literally laying in bed watching New Girl.
Oh, I'm gonna do that
This
in an
might be
hour.
a weird time to ask this question, man. But me and Joe were talking about that DC got voted. They passed the. Help me out here, Joe.
They're trying to pass.
And we were like,
to be
what
a
do people in
51st state.
DC think?
That we should absolutely have representation.
Oh, she even used the right word.
She's not even from You're not even from DC. You don't care about that shit. Fuck out of here. You're from New York.
What's the feel? Everyone that down there wants to be a state?
Yeah.
There's a lot of DC statehood pride.
Me and Tim have matching DC statehood shirts.
Oh shit.
So what's the reason? What's the reason? Who makes your laws right now? I don't understand how it works.
A city council.
Okay.
That seems fake.
And then we have like a shadow person who like goes around and like follows around like congressional members, but they actually don't have any like say to like make laws.
a shadow person. They need a new name.
They definitely need a new name. That sounds like
That's
weird shit.
So everyone wants to be a state. Okay, that's good to know.
All right, cool.
Can you send us a picture of your DC shirts when you get a chance?
Of course.
All right, cool. Thanks,
Cool.
guys.
Hell yeah. All right, love you guys.
Love you, miss you.
All right, love you.
Bye.
You heard it here first, straight from the horse's mouth. DC wants to be a state. I did ask, how do we know? Now we know.
Now we know.
But
Shadow.
they migrated to DC, so I don't know if it's
Yeah, but I think Timmy's like a teacher there.
right.
She works in she's like a
Yeah,
lobbyist.
they
or
probably
something.
have their pulse on
Yeah.
DC and what's going on for
sure.
sure. Did you say she works at a library?
No. She's a lobbyist.
Oh, then she definitely knows.
Yeah.
I thought you said she is a librarian, and I was like, no, she's not. No, she's not. Oh man. I mean,
This feels just at this point.
the next one. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's a rough one. Do you want to just go straight to LeBron?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh, is that the one you were talking about? I thought you were looking at Brett Favre.
Oh, they'd all kind of bleed.
Yeah, it bleeds the same way. Okay,
That's
well,
gonna be a.
This is a rough. This is a rough one.
Yeah. What time is it?
We've only been on for an hour.
Really?
Yeah,
Hour 12.
hour 12.
What did my mom say now?
What'd your mom say? She's like, don't talk about LeBron James.
My mom said taxation without representation is tyranny. That's why we're not English right now. That was like an American Revolution thing.
Yeah, that was an American Revolution thing.
Fucking A. Pentecost, Mom.
Right. Right.
Wins Ash Wednesday.
Right. Damn. Okay. All right. Hey, Eva,
This is why
good
we
job.
do it.
Good job.
This is
Right.
to learn.
We're trying to. We're two guys
We
trying
could
to figure
sound
it
like
out.
assholes along the way.
I'll sound like an asshole the whole way. I'll never stop. I'm positive of that. I'm not sure of a lot, but I know I'm going to sound like an asshole until the day my blood stops pumping through my veins. Speaking of sounding like an asshole, LeBron James. Wait, let me just get some facts straight before I start reading this whole fucking thing and absolutely blowing it. So, whoops. Well, I honestly just want to get the person's name that he was speaking about because I couldn't pronounce it before.
So
What's
we're
her name?
currently talking about Derek Chauvin gets guilty on all accounts. Which, did you watch it, by the way?
I
watched it.
Makia Bryant.
I
Makia
watched
Bryant,
it
that's her name.
live. Did you watch it?
What live?
Derek Chauvin get
No, I was at work.
Dude, it was like so they just like
It was quiet, right? I
It was
heard
quiet. They were just zoomed in on his face. And it was like on this count, and you just see him just like being told. It was very.
I heard he was
I had-
shaking.
Dude, I had my heart was racing. It was fucking crazy to watch live.
It's crazy to watch because even when especially in a case like that, you want that person to go to jail.
Yeah.
But even so, watching somebody just get told you're about to spend the
Yeah,
rest of your
I,
life in prison,
agreed with it, but I was
is
just like,
"Ooh, that
damn."
sucks. It's just like he's still a person, so it's just
Yeah.
like, oh damn, it just is weird.
Yeah.
Especially because you're rooting for it.
Yeah.
Because then you get that 1 second of should I root for anybody to go to jail? That's harsh, but you should.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the day of the verdict, Makia Bryant was shot, and there's a body cam footage released that she was in a fight in her front yard, and a cop shot her dead as what looked like she was going to stab somebody, and it turns out she was trying to stab somebody, whatever. So LeBron James tweeted at the cop's name, "You're next," with a what's it we call it, a hourglass, and since has deleted.
Do you still have the tweet?
He deleted it since.
Yeah, but
I don't have a
what it
picture
is.
of the tweet. But did you see the TikTok that a cop made?
I told you about it.
Oh, you did? I knew somebody told me about it, but I have the link here. Frankie, click that link. Get that TikTok up. This is where I just think things get a little complicated.
This one,
And
things
everybody
got
thinks things are so
very-
simple, I feel like, and it's never simple. It's never simple. Yeah, so Makia Bryant, that's her name.
Oh, he didn't tweet out his name. He just tweeted out the picture and said, "You're next hourglass #
Right.
accountability."
Well, I don't know if his name was out, so yes, you're right. Hashtag accountability. He deleted that though. I wonder if he deleted it because I wonder why he deleted it. He could have tweeted that before he saw because I feel like when I first saw it, I didn't see the knife. And in the first video I watched, they didn't zoom in on the knife. So I wonder if he tweeted that before seeing the knife and then deleted it when he saw the knife, or did he delete it because he was getting so much shit all over Twitter?
I mean, regardless of what it was, I definitely was just I heard the original headline was, it seemed like Derek Chauvin was I can't think of the word, proven guilty. Is that what it is?
Yeah, he was given a guilty verdict.
Given the guilty verdict, and then 10 seconds later, this girl was shot. And
yeah, it was around
that's
the
what it
exact
was.
same
And it was
time.
this just happened, but this also just happened. And I was just like, Jesus Christ,
and it seemed,
what the fuck?
Right.
And I was just like, why is this happening again? Then you look at it, and I actually looked at the video, and it's she was
gonna stab a bitch.
Yeah.
That's just what was gonna happen.
I don't even know I don't know the details. I think it was her house, and then there was do you know the origins of why the fight went down?
I think she called the cops.
Didn't she call the cops, and she was
she called the cops
herself, and then was it a defending herself thing? Because
I
people
don't
on
know.
the lawn and you know
I
what I
think
mean?
people were fighting on her lawn, and then she got involved with the actual
I have no
altercation.
clue.
Either way, that cop shows up, gets out of his car, and there's a woman trying to stab another woman. I don't know. I think he kind of just did sort of his job. You saved some person's life.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. It's very confusing, but what was he kind of supposed to do? But that's what this video kind of does. This thing went crazy viral. This tweet, this TikTok. Can you pop that full screen?
Disturbance. Will you have LeBron call my cell phone right away, please? Thank you. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. No, can you put the knife down, please, sir? Sir, no, sir, don't stab it. No, stop stabbing. Stop. Oh, hold on. It's LeBron. LeBron, hey, yeah, it's me again. Listen, I'm out here at this disturbance call, and there's a guy trying to stab another guy with a knife. What do you think I should do? Why does that matter? Okay, well, they're both black. One guy's trying to stab another guy with a knife. Deadly force is completely justified. Uh-huh. I see. So you don't care if a black person kills another black person, but you do care if a white cop kills a black person, even if he's doing it to save the life of another black person? I mean, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but then again, you are really good at basketball, so I guess I'll take your word for it. All right. Yep. Okay. All right. Thanks, LeBron. Michael Jordan's the GOAT. What? Nothing. I gotta go. Sorry, guys.
The end was great. The end was
That's
great.
pretty funny.
The end killed me. But
it's just very.
It's a case by case thing. That's
is
just because the result looks familiar doesn't necessarily mean circumstances weren't completely fucking different.
Yeah.
You know, when the George Floyd thing happened, he was just subdued. There was nothing. He was unable to do anything.
It was also 9 minutes.
Right. It wasn't heat of the moment. He
you
was
can
choking
watch
him
that
for 9
video.
minutes.
It's 9. You put your knee in your neck of someone for 9 minutes.
Right.
How are you gonna?
What's the other result?
What's the survival rate of that?
Right.
I'm gonna go with a 1%.
Exactly.
You
It's
have to have
got to
the
be
strongest neck of all time.
Right. And he was on your stomach in general.
You have it's just there's no.
Right, and that's honestly
that was a gut reaction. She was literally in the midst of stabbing someone with a knife.
Right, but
what's the
and
alternative? I don't
with
know.
the George Floyd thing, for lack of a better word, the beauty of that whole scenario was because the whole thing was on camera and you saw how obvious it was, right in front of your face.
Yeah,
that's what got the whole movement going. That's why it was such a strong image and the I can't breathe thing. That's why it was so strong. But with situations not every situation's that blatant. You know, this is a very specific thing that happened. And if you look at it, it kind of seems like somebody might still have a life because of what happened. So I've never been stabbed, but it doesn't seem like something that you 100% survive all the time, you know?
Yeah. She looked like she was going for the jugular.
Yeah. And then you got Trump. Now it's Trump versus LeBron, which is hilarious.
That's what I said. I was imagine if it was. It's just everything. Like I said, where everything is just political now. Everything is political now.
100%.
Everything. LeBron James, it's the equivalent. I'm just watching The Last Dance. There's no politics in it.
Right.
They very softly allude to. I would barely even say, like, there were times where I'm like, ooh, was that like they were going for like a racist thing right there? But it wasn't like direct at all. It was just kind of like
Honestly,
soft.
I would expect more, especially the time that Jordan played. I would expect so much more.
It was very though. They were
be in
very.
it.
It was interesting to see because they were very into like the game and like entertainment, and we're like basketball players, and it's basketball, and I play to win,
Right.
and I don't fucking lose. Like I'm competitive. I'm on the court. I'm beating up guys. Like that's what it was. It wasn't. It was a different time too, I guess.
It was. I mean,
Social media and shit.
well, now
like,
you got like
LeBron James is a product of social media.
right. I
Like
think our
Michael
whole-
James was not Michael James.
Michael James.
Michael Jordan was he's from a different cut. You know what I
Right.
mean? He's from a different time. So
Like your shit was settled on the court. You're not going to tweeting about shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
there's
you
no
took out
Twitter
your frustration.
beef. Yeah.
Now you got like not to stay on that whole thing, but like you got for the Yankees, Aaron Hicks when the whole thing happened. I think it was the Ma'Khia Bryant one, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was a different shooting that happened that week, but he took a game off. I feel like that would have never, ever, ever happened in that era. In that era, like you play, you cry through the game, like it's an emotional thing, like you take all your shit out on the field. Like, yeah, okay, I get it, but also we're here. It's a sport, bro. Like play through that shit.
Yeah.
That's my personal view on the sport. Like taking a game off seems crazy to me. Seems soft to me.
I get
I
it.
don't know.
I definitely. It's just a weird. And now people are like, "Oh, we're gonna boycott all the things that LeBron James." Like, how come his
I'm not a
sponsors?
boycott guy, but
I'm not a boycott guy either.
like watch the MLB, please.
Yeah.
Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you to watch the
But
Yankees.
everyone's like Nike like all the things that because that's he tweets this thing out immediately. He shouldn't have tweeted it out, regardless of the situation, and like he's just like you're next. Like LeBron James is not judge jury the same way.
Right.
Tucker Carlson's not judge jury verdict.
Right.
Like the same way LeBron James is not judge jury verdict.
Right, like, listen-
and you're just fucking throwing this out there within a 30 seconds of it hitting the internet. Like that's
Right. Shouldn't you be practicing, first of all? You're just on Twitter, like, doing shit. But, like, you, like, for someone who strongly disagrees with what LeBron said, right? Like, okay, but why does that affect you so much? In, like, both ways. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he said something you don't agree with, but, like, now we got to boycott everything he... Like, listen, I think it was a dumb thing he said, but I'm not going to go boycott everything that he's touched ever.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a dramatic, just, like, thing to do. Like,
Yeah,
it's
I
so-
even think-
what?
I even think like athletes having political voices, like everyone's always just like shut up and dribble or like just I'm like, I don't even care if you have opinions,
Right.
but you should be held accountable for them.
Right.
Like if you say some stupid shit, like maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but I'm like, I don't give a fuck if like every fucking basketball player wears what they believe in on their jerseys, what if they want to wear like fucking hashtag BLM. Like, I don't care. Like,
Right.
you use your platform and your voice to say and do whatever the fuck you want. But if you say some stupid shit or you disagree with them, just let the person... Like,
Right.
LeBron James, if you're someone who's just like, I kind of view LeBron James as like not as up here as I thought he was, then he's just a little lower on where you hold him in your life.
Right, but then it's...
Zac Efron used to be up here, then he changed his face. I dropped him the fuck down. And
He
then I
was in
move
our-
on.
Was he in our top 10 hottest guys?
He was my number one, bro. Broke my fucking heart.
Ripped it
I
out.
talked about it for 10 minutes. I'm good to go.
Right.
I'm not going to boycott him. If anything, I'm going to send him my love and support. You good, dude?
You need to talk to somebody, bro?
Yeah.
Your face is
What's
fucked
up?
up. No, dude, I agree with you. I agree with everything you just said. And
That's
I think
where I'm
that-
at with it.
And I also think if you're LeBron James or somebody in that position, you have a platform, again, you should be able to express your views. That's great. But if you're going to express your views and you're like this guy up here, and you probably feel like you're this guy up here. So if you're this guy up here who has this platform, you're going to spit your views out. If you say something stupid or wrong, you need to at least be able to come out and be like, yo, my bad.
Yeah.
Like LeBron deleted the tweet. I don't think he said shit. People are calling for his head. He's just like
No, he said...
posting videos of him practicing shit. Did he say something?
He said, anger does any of us... He said why I think he... Oh, I'm so damn tired of black people... I'm so damn tired of seeing black people killed by police. I took the tweet down because it's being used to create more hate. This isn't about one officer. It's It's about the entire system, and they always use our words to create more racism. I'm so desperate for more accountability.
Okay, well,
That's him
all right.
not taking accountability.
That's him not
though.
taking accountability. I was actually when in the beginning of that I was like, all right, cool, and then he just said like the exact opposite thing that I feel like he probably should have said. Like what I was about to say was, I totally understand. Like if you're a black man or woman and like you saw that video, whether you saw the knife or not, like I could totally understand and empathize with the fact that you're probably like, it's another, you're seeing it again. I understand the immediate anger, right? So like what I was going to say was like LeBron, like I thought he was going to come out and be like, yo, I was angry. Like whatever, like, but he kind of just bitched out of taking accountability for like misreading the situation sort of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if anything's creating more hate and divisiveness, it's jumping on that cop who was doing his fucking job.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like where's the divisiveness line? Like,
Well,
is it only divisive
Yeah,
if
but
it's the
neither
other way
side-
around? It's not divisive. Like that's still divisiveness, bro. Like
he's not going to be the
you
one
wanna-
to. Yeah, he's not going to be the one to concede though.
Right, but if you wanted to stop the whole divisiveness thing, then sit down and be like, listen,
Let's compromise.
let's compromise. Like this is what happened. Like it's not. Say what it is. Like speak the fucking truth. Don't get all emotional and
Well,
take
he's
the
just going to
emotional
stay.
route.
Yeah, but they're not going to. He's not going to concede actual like accountability. He's just going to be like, "Oh, I took it down," blah blah blah.
Right, and
this
that's like
this side's never going to concede.
right, and that's to your point. Like you got to be able to take the accountability if you're going to say the shit
The other side will concede,
ever.
and then
Well,
I want Del Toria. That's what I want.
Diltoria.
I want Del Toria.
What sounds better, Diltoria or Joe Toria? Joe
Joe
Toria. Joe Toria, dude. I miss Joe Toria. I was just thinking about that shit. Yo, I got in a fight with my mom. Speaking of this topic, and we could probably end on this. I think. You think?
I was just gonna say one more thing that I don't have to say it. It was basically just gonna be. I think I've said it before, but it's like conservatives hate cancel culture, but now they're boycotting everything, and it's
Right.
cancel culture just with a different name.
It's cancel culture with a different name.
But I was gonna go down. Well, you don't have to go down there.
Right. No. I mean, we could go down that road forever. I
Yeah.
think. But no,
It's the same thing. On like no one's. It's just like, okay, y'all doing this, we're gonna do that. Okay, we're gonna do kind of the exact opposite thing, and then also do this thing that we just call a different name now.
Right. Yeah. Right. Right. It's fucking Sprite.
Yeah.
It's Sprite and 7-Up.
Yeah.
So my mom the other day was driving me to my friend's house for like this party or whatever because I'm in high school, and she is boycotting the MLB. Now, to give you a quick backstory, like my mom is a Yankee, absolute
Diehard.
freak, diehard.
One of
Yankee
the
fan.
biggest Yankee fans I've ever met in my whole life.
We used to travel around the country, basically around the country, like going to Yankee games and like staying in hotels. The Yankees, like we had like an insider who would give us tips where they were staying and shit. Like we had a Yankee lifestyle. Like,
Yeah.
my whole life was built on the Yankees.
Yeah.
I went to spring training like 9 years in a row. So we're on our way to my friend's house, and like the Yankees scored, and I was like, oh, the Yankees scored, and she just goes, yeah, who gives a shit? So I was like, oh, and I gave her like a lecture. Like it was like we were laughing back and forth, but I was just like, no, Ma, like you're a Yankee woman, like you identify, your whole identity is a Yankee woman, like you can't bail on them now, man. Like you gotta watch.
They
the
need
Yankees.
you.
They fucking need you.
They need us. They suck. They can feel it.
They can feel, dude. They need Gigi Cormio.
Yeah.
That's what they need. They need Gigi Cormio.
They need her on their side.
So we were going back and forth this whole ride. It was fucking hilarious. So the next day my mom texted me. She's like, we're having family dinner at 4. Like Dad's getting home from Florida. We're all having dinner. I was like, okay. So I wear my Yankee hat and a Yankee jersey to dinner. And I was like, I just want to piss this bitch off like so bad. Like I want to get her so bad. So I show up and the first thing she says is like, what the fuck are you wearing? So I'm like, what, you don't like my jersey? You bought it from me, bitch. So, like, the Yankees end up getting crushed that, like, they lost, like, 7-3. And I kept, like, filling her in on the score when they were winning, and then they lose. And she just comes up and she goes, what happened to the Yankees today? I was like, they lost. She goes in on me. Hours later, she's, like, on the other side of the house. Joe, what happened to the Yankees today? I'm like, bitch, they lost. Like, shit. She did it, like, 9 times. It was hilarious. It was so funny. And that's
They
all I
need
wanted to
you,
say.
Gigi.
They need her so bad.
They need you.
She doesn't know how bad they need her. I think she's not ever gonna succeed, bro.
I was trying to think of an analogy of like when you're, let's say you're like, I don't know if this is gonna work, but like maybe you're at a school and like you hate the fucking principal, but it doesn't mean you need to like turn on your teacher.
Right.
Something like that. You know what I
Right.
mean? I was trying to think of like a funny analogy that would be humorous. That was just like kind of direct.
Right.
But I'm like, what's a funny analogy
Like
of like
the principal, like the principal touched his secretary in an inappropriate way, and then you hate your kindergarten teacher,
yeah, because
and
like
you call him a sexist pig,
something like that.
even though he didn't do anything. at all.
yeah.
Right.
Like they're just trying to win stuff.
Right. I'm just like, yo,
But
the
Gary
Yankees didn't
Sanchez
do
is
nothing.
lazy as fuck.
Yeah, like they may suck, but like
Yeah.
they didn't do nothing to you. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know why I had to go to like a
You always bring sex
no,
into it.
yeah, but like usually not that way. Like that was the worst way to bring
Maybe
up sex.
like you like work for Amazon and like Jeff Bezos is like a fucking piece of shit, but like your boss is the homie and your team is like you got a good
now
team.
we're just getting real specific here. We're getting really, really specific.
I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to just hope one of these comes out hilarious.
Keep trying.
I'm gonna go back to the drawing board.
Word. Oh man. All right. I think we're good.
Yeah, definitely.
I had a great time today. We love y'all. Episodes. I mean, I'm not gonna give the whole spiel.
Episodes
You know where
there.
to find us. Outrageous Fun Comedy on YouTube. Shit will be on YouTube on Thursday or on
we
Wednesday.
need, if you're here still, we need 7 more subscribers to get to 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Really? We're
We're
at
at 93.
for real?
For real, for real.
Damn, I didn't realize we were all
We're growing
up
on
there.
YouTube. We want you there.
Dude,
so
I
go
just
follow
got-
us on YouTube.
I'll be honest. I just got a little pee-pee jingle when you said
Fuck
97.
yeah.
Oh,
93.
shit,
We
93.
need 7 more.
Need 7 more. Holy
7 more
shit.
subs on YouTube. Go subscribe on YouTube. Fucking do it. Love y'all.
Peace.